Greetings, my name is Eddie. I'm the creator of CrawlerInnovations, and this video will cover the Deuce's Wild short course foams. CrawlerInnovations offers a standard height short course foam and a tall height short course foam, and both are made from the closed cell foam that we produce. Both are waterproof and both are airtight. So you're going to need to vent your tires as well to allow air movement so that the tire will conform to the racetrack or whatever surface it is that you're working with or driving over. The standard height that seems to be prevalent in all short course racing is a 4 1/4 tall tire. And as an example here, I have a Proline Super Swamper TSL SX. And this is mounted on a DE Racing rim or wheel. You can see the 2.2 side here, the 3.0 here. Again, this has the 3010 foam already inside. This particular tire has been Tennessee cut for increased off-road, off-track traction. But it has the same foam, so you get a nice, it's fully filled, and it's got some give still to it, but not too much. And this foam's also not going to grow at speed. Here we have the Pitbull Rock Beast 2230 Basher tire, as they like to call it. It already has the 3010 closed cell foam in it. And one more example here is the Hot Bodies Byte tire. This is kind of a popular track tire, and again, this comes in the pink compound. Hot Bodies makes 4 of these tires, or they offer 4 versions of the short course tire, and the Byte is the only one that's the 4 1/4 height. I mentioned that Hot Bodies makes 4 tires for the short course racing. The other 3 tires they offer are the Mega Grid, the Rodeo, and the Beam, which I don't have the Beam, but we have the Mega Grid here. This is real. This has got the double step pin here on this. Now the Rodeo is mounted. This is already on a DE race wheel, again 2230, and this has the 3011 tall foam. Now these 3 tires, again, I don't have the Beam, but they are 4.5 inches tall, so it's a full 1/4 inch in height taller than the standard short course tire that pretty much comes with everything and what's sold for most racing. The problem is that no one makes a foam tall enough, or at least no one did, and that's where we come in. So our Deuce's Wild tall foam completely fills this tire, and you end up with a very square and flat contact patch, as well as you're going to have the full height. So you've got a 4.5 inch tall tire as compared to a 4 1/4 or smaller, because by the time if this is finished at 4 1/4 and then you compress it and put it on the car, maybe it's 4 1/8, maybe it's 4 inches. I really, it really depends on the person's setup. But with this, you've got maximum traction contact patch on the track surface. And it will, because this is a closed cell foam that is firmer than what is typically sold in the RC industry. This is a machine foam specifically made for this application. You're going to notice a big difference, increased traction, as well as a need to adjust the suspension on the vehicle, because the car is going to handle completely different. It's going to transfer more power through the drivetrain, so possibly the increased traction might break parts. The other thing too is because this is firmer and it's taller, you're going to get, your gearing might want to change, because you're going to get a little bit more top end out of a tire that's taller, and then the landings as well are going to be a little bit different when coming off of jumps. So again, this is the Rodeo mounted on the DE race wheel. CrawlerInnovations uses DE racing wheels as their standard. DE Racing's been around for a very long time, and they make rims for every genre of RC practically. So you got to have a standard, and we chose them to be ours. And as you can see, it's a snug fit. It's not a loose fitting fit. It actually goes on there. And you can see how this foam has been designed and machined for the clearances of the tire. So that when you get the tire with the proper foam and the proper rim, everything's matched, it's going to perform well. It's going to fit well. It shouldn't fight you when putting it together either. And it should hold together well.